Hello, HWE 100. It is Wednesday, April 28th. I just finished putting in discussion grades for week 13. Thank you. These ones are fun to me. These topics are fun with these more life stages chapters that we're going through. So week 13 was looking at nutrition in pregnancy and breastfeeding, and then nutrition through the toddler preschool years and then through adolescence as well. So lots of fun information in there. I just wanted to say thank you for your shared input with these discussions, those that have experience in the field, whether it was with breastfeeding in hospitals, with breastfeeding initiatives, those during pregnancy, there was only, I think, one or two of you that posted to the mercury and omega-3s in fish and what that means during pregnancy. But also then looking at the chocolate milk debate, and then one or two of you posted on the BMI measurements in school. So it's quite a range of topics, but thank you for sharing your thoughts there. And I'll do the same. I think some takeaways with the breastfeeding initiative and from your valued experience as moms that have breastfed children. I think that fed is best, right? So breastfeeding clearly is the optimal food choice for infants. So we recommend, coming from the American Academy of Pediatrics, that we breastfeed exclusively for 6 months and then up to a year with combined solid foods. Those are our recommendations. We also recommend that from the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, coming from you as a dietitian. Beyond 1 year of life is certainly up to you. Who recommends going up to 2 years of life? So there's variation in that, and clearly the science is there to support that. Whether it's supported emotionally or physically with the mom and the baby, that's a whole other can of wax that we have to take into account as well. So I breastfed my 2 children. I breastfed my first for 13 months and my second for 2 years. So it varies from child to child. My first was a girl, my second was a boy. My first was very difficult. My second was much easier because I had done it before and he never took a bottle. So I was kind of chained to him in that respect. But the situation, my point being in sharing this experience, is that it's different across the board, different for child, different for mom. So we should support what's best for mom and baby and go from there. Okay, the chocolate milk debate, that one's funny, and I loved your responses. Chocolate milk clearly is not causing obesity. I think what that boils down to is that we've somehow let crappy food slip into our national school lunch and breakfast programs. So but really, the idea that we should be feeding healthier choices should start at home. So if we've learned anything from this chapter 13 content, it's that these things start early on in life. We can't expect change at the elementary, middle school years if we haven't started that foundation and built that strong foundation with a healthy feeding relationship when the child is 6 months of age or a year of age or 2 years of age. In those toddler preschool years when it's so formative and they're learning foods and textures and what the relationship is with food. So really this is stemming from the home and the education that we're providing with our children and the healthy relationship we're providing for them with food. So no, I don't think chocolate milk is causing obesity. I know my son, he's 9. He drinks chocolate milk when he can get it at school because it's a special treat. We don't have that at home. But again, that he's getting those valuable nutrients in the milk, there can be something said for that as well. Lastly, my comment with BMI measurements in school. Um, this is an interesting topic because I think it can go both ways. So, working as a dietitian in a Head Start population, I had to take height and weight measurements and thus calculated BMI for all my students. There were 400 of them, ages 3 to 6, actually 3 to 6. But we utilized that information to then provide nutrition education to the parents. So if the child was showing signs of being overweight or trending towards overweight or obesity, then I contacted the parents and provided education for them around that. Oftentimes, they're not going to a doctor. They didn't know the kid was overweight. They had no idea, not just because culturally maybe they don't. And they didn't realize there was a problem. And truly, 80 to 90% of the time, that was the case in these parents that I had to contact. So I think in that respect is if you're keeping it private and if you're using it as a tool to educate people on what they can be doing to perhaps ameliorate the situation, then that is a good thing, right? So if we're just condemning people for having overweight or obese children, that's not the point. But providing them with the tools and nutrition education around that to make better lifestyle choices is probably the best way to do that. That said, too, it helped the whole family. So oftentimes it wasn't just the one kid. There's many others, or maybe grandma's at home or the dad's overweight or whatever. So if you're providing this information for the family, you're helping a whole family unit to maybe make lifestyle changes that are healthful for everyone. So there's my 2 cents on that one too. So I think it can backfire, but I think it can be a valuable tool in hitting different populations where we're lacking in educating them. And that's how I feel. So I hope that you enjoy this next week. So we're in week 14, so only 2 weeks left of the class. Hang in there. You're doing great. We have some sunshine today. And email me with any questions. All right, take care, guys.